Hello friends, welcome back to another educative content. So today on the occasion of Women's Day, I've come with a topic which suits majority of the women and also for men. Men can take care and make an important role in this period or in this topic. So the topic of today is menopause. So every woman passes through her phase of menopause, and it's a very important phase because this is the phase where actually things can break or things can happen to you. So what exactly is menopause? So technically speaking, menopause is the end of the fertile reproductive period in a woman. So from here on, she cannot produce much more of the offsprings, or she cannot continue her genetics. So generally it occurs between the age of 40 to 50 years of her life. So what are the probable symptoms are? Basically, it leads to something called as hot flush, where you feel the hotness in your face and there is reddening of your face like that of a tomato. And there is obviously hormonal changes because the fertile age of reproduction stops down. There is tremendous change in estrogen and progesterone, because of which you can have disturbed in your day-to-day activity. There can be disturbance in your regular work habits. They can be disturbed in your emotional levels also. That leads to a lot of other emotional changes and a lot of other stress which you are probably not seen in your previously in any of your so-called day-to-day activity. So when you talk about this menopause in much more details, you can see that there happens in three phases or three stages. The first one is premenopause, which is basically 2 to 3 years prior to the actual menopause. So then the ovum starts to underdevelop and the ovum stops to produce itself. That is that there is no more eggs which is being produced from a woman's body, because of which there is a drastic fall in estrogen levels. So slowly this leads to something called as menopause, where the level of estrogen plateaus off and there is no much of an increase or decrease. And that leads to other symptomatically reviewing all these kind of problems. Like once the plateau happens, then you enter to something called as postmenopausal symptoms or postmenopausal period, where the hot flushes stops and health risk related to estrogen loss can be seen. So what might be the health uh, which is actually affecting because of estrogen is primarily on the psychology. Because what happens is, as soon as there is a stop in your production of your estrogen, there is a lot of chemical conversation which is basically not seen. And this leads to a lot of emotionally attached kind of a imbalances. So when you emotionally become very imbalanced, then there is a lot of agitation, lot of anger issues, a lot of management of decision making qualities drops down in a woman. This is not seen across the factor, but yes, they have a lot of depressive and anxious periods which crops up here and now. So that has to be changed when the family comes together, when the men come together and they take care of the women as such. Along with that, women can also take care by changing their lifestyle approach, changing their eating habits, staying connected to the people around them. And yes, obviously, how can I forget yoga and meditation, changing the way you're thinking, changing the way you feel for the society or the system around you. Along with that, you need to understand menopause is the primary reason for depression at the age of above 50. And along with that, you have something called as Alzheimer's and schizophrenia also kicking in at the same age. The reason is very simple. Serotonin, which is a very important hormone to keep you happy, the level also reduces because there is no production of estrogen. So because there's a mood swing which is keeping up in the pace of the same chemicals, you feel some kind of a missing the balance, or you become off the balance for the same. When that happens, then slowly the once the estrogen plateaus off, then the body will understand that this has been plateaued and it will produce the serotonin again. So it is not like it is going to be a lifelong kind of a situation, but probably for the first 5 to 6 years of her life, if the environment is conducive, probably she will not go crazy. You know, so granny is going crazy is just because she's on menopause and she's not able to cope up with her so-called chemical imbalances which is happening in her body. So the more important thing is you come along and try to take care of these 5 years, giving them the support which they need, giving them the basic requirement for developing themselves, and trying to come in reconcile with their health conditions will obviously help them in coming out of depression, especially during the menopausal period. Along with that, you need to, as I said earlier, talk about osteoporosis, Alzheimer's, and digestive issues. Though digestive issues is not particularly for menopause, but yes, this comes under geriatric medicine. Probably we have seen the video on geriatric medicine before. It is very important because, yeah, as you age, the body also ages along, and the health benefits of whatever you are eating is not there. So basically, there's a malabsorption which is happening in your system. Because of that malabsorption, you tend to lose the essential vitamins and minerals which come to your body. So that is the reason why activity is very important. At the same time, you can also look at women suffering from osteoporosis at this age. So there is no need to include any kind of a food habits, but yes, something like yoga and meditation, which is both passive and active kind of form of exercises, and also mindfully thinking about betterment or thinking about a healthier lifestyle will obviously make a lot of impact on your health. So how to start? The first thing is change your diet. The very essential thing is you need to enhance your vitamins which is required, especially that of vitamin D and vitamin E. Vitamin D, as stated earlier, it is good for your calcium production. At the same time, vitamin E makes sure that the oils in your system is maintained well and the mechanism happens very well. That is, the metabolic activity across your system happens very well. So I would not say you can eat everything and anything, but make sure that you cap your diet intake for somewhere around 600 kilocalories. Along with that, you can also practice yoga and meditation, because yoga and meditation have shown to be having a good result oriented treatment for menopause and postmenopausal syndromes. So here are the few research papers. If you want, you can just go across and have a look. It has been linked in the description below. But a very interesting paper which I'd like to talk about is how well these foods actually impact your well-being. So specifically speaking, vegetarian diet, which is rich of fruits and vegetables, and vegetarian whole meal food, is actually making you reduce the time frame which you go through across the menopausal symptom. So let's say your general menopausal time is, let's say, 40 to 50. That can be reduced to as close as 5 years. So instead of suffering for 10 years, or instead of going through that intense uh, probably rehab session for 10 years, you can cut it down by 5 years if you go on an early vegetarian diet. So that is one good indication which says that just by binging on to these green leafy vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables can make you think better, can prepare your body better to face these kinds of consequences. So make sure that you eat well, stay healthy, and pass this period with much more gracefully. This was a small introductory talk on menopause. So if you have any query, you can always write down to me. And well, we are coming up with much more salt series. We have to talk about essential salts like potassium. We have to talk about zinc, magnesium, and also we are entering towards the summer season. And yes, preparing ourselves to face the heat of the sun is very, very important as well. So yes, see, these are the few topics which we will be recovering or we'll be trying to cover in the next few days. Thank you for staying till there. And if you want to talk about something which is hurting you or something which is around in the corner of your mind, you can always drop down in the comment section below. Or if you want to be more personal and have one-to-one touch, then you can always mail to me at dradityahande@gmail.com. So yes, thanks for liking this video till now. Many of the people who are watching it, they are not subscribed to the channel. So subscription, likes, and share encourages me to do more. That will how make this video more relevant for people who are watching it across the spectrum of their day-to-day activity. So anyway, the sources are free. This is kind of a free consultation which will be giving it to you. So make sure you take the use of it. You implement these changes in your system. You implement these changes for your day-to-day activity, and you stay healthy, stay fine, stay fit, and see you in the next video. Thank you.